Welcome back. This video is putting together a Robin Betterly miniature kit, and this is so tiny and so adorable, and it's part of a series, a Halloween mini book surprise series, and this one is Cooking to Kill. So as you can see, little tiny witch. I painted her before I popped her out, which was much easier. The rest of the items, following the instructions, we cut them out with an X-Acto knife, and most of mine fell out pretty easily, and then went through and sanded off the little nubs. I have cut out some of the background here, and let me tell you, gluing this together was very fiddly, but it did come together. I had to use the stick glue, and then also some tacky glue. So stick glue to hold it a little bit more immediately, and then tacky glue to hold it for a longer time. I didn't have all my supplies with me, so I was missing out on my 1, 2, 3 box, and so everything's a tiny bit wonky, so we don't have like a perfect box, but sometimes that is how it goes. Here I'm adding the bottom of the box to the little framework. I have to say, I heard about this lady, and I saw one of her kits on another YouTube video, Queen City Minis, which is one of my favorites to watch. So I'm super thankful that she gave a shout out to the Robin Betterly miniatures. I have to say, it was the tiniest little thing. It was very hard to film as well, but it was pretty darn adorable. So I definitely used the stick glue because I didn't want to warp any of the paper gluing it on. I had to use my, what are those called? Dotting tool stylus to make sure everything was in there nice and firm. And of course, I'm always using my ink pads to make everything look a little bit more used and dingy and a little bit more character. That was my favorite orange. I love that. This paint is so nice. It's very thin. It goes on in like very smooth coats, and so I actually will end up buying some more of that brand. I happen to really like it. It works really well. I did many layers, and here I'm doing some dry brushing. And then I also ended up bringing in a red, which I thought looked really good with the artwork on here. And you can see I have that in the background, so I can kind of keep an eye on what I'm doing. Overall, the kit is amazing. She has awesome instructions and like step-by-step on how to do everything. And here we got the little inner box together. And then I have the outer decals put on here. I'm putting the book spine right here. You just have to make sure to let everything thoroughly dry in between each step, because it was so tiny, and if you don't, you're gonna warp the box, and I did that a little bit for sure. This art here is what the pages of the book would look like, so that goes on the top and the bottom. Took my time cutting this out. I only had scissors. I didn't have a straight cutter, which was kind of a bummer, but definitely made it work. And here we go. I sped this up a little bit, of course, but finishing up all the painting of what slides inside of the book cover. And pretty much off camera, I did all the inside little bits and pieces. It was much easier. Making the little cauldron out of a tiny bead and string, but it turns out so cute, and what a great idea. I can't wait to use that for some other miniatures in the future. Gives the appearance of a cauldron quite well. Finally getting to gluing on these papers here. I also have another kit from her I can't wait to do. It's a bigger size one, and so that one's going to be really fun to do as well, and it's got like the cutest little accessories. It's about a cat and a mouse detective. I want to say that's what it is, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Here we go. We're pretty much almost done. And then in this one, we are done. I have added the little pumpkins, which were beads. You paint orange and you add the little tiny grass on top, and of course my distressed ink once more to give it a nice overall worn look. I just can't seem to leave things like all crisp and fresh. I think I like it a lot better like this. Much more my aesthetic. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll be back.